Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. You are here with Coco Kitten Bruja, and I am here with another deck review. Much like my last, I am going over two artists that I absolutely stand for, and that is Rebecca Campbell and Danielle Noel. And this was the first out of the two Oracle decks that they have put out, and this is the Work Your Light Oracle deck. Just off top, the imagery in the box alone, everything. These colors are definitely my aesthetic. I love everything about it. The box itself, really sturdy, nice thick cardboard. With regular use, we're looking at this standing the test of time, right? It is a top bottom pull, so you just pull it open. Look at that, you are the Oracle. I love it, so awesome. And let's get into the deck. So let's look at the book first. So much like the cover, we have the book here. And it simply goes into how to use the cards. Standard, right? Gives you different spreads here. And then it goes into the meanings. You have the card, you have what the card says, and then it goes into the meaning here. Easy to read text, excuse me. Nice and big. I'm blind, I can read it. And then it has just a really basic message here as a takeaway for the card on how to work your light, right? Very straightforward. I love the imagery. Right? Now let's get into the cards. The cards themselves, not too thick, not too thin. Right? They have that silkiness to it, so the cards can slide pretty easily. Right? Guys know I have medium-sized hands, so that's how it's fitting in the palm of my hand. Just to contrast, standard card, this Oracle. I connected with this deck fairly quickly, just because of the imagery, the colors called to me. I was completely drawn to this aesthetic. Now I got this deck fairly early, and it led me down the path to understanding star seeds and different things like that. So it's a beginner's deck. I feel it's a beginner's deck. Well, all skill levels, so a beginner would be okay with this deck. But it is it has 5D and starseed elements to it. So that is definitely something that's going to come with you understanding and connecting to this deck. Let's look at the cards. Again, if you are familiar with Rebecca Campbell and Danielle Noel, all of their imagery is very similar, excuse me. And so you're going to get that very ethereal, very galactic type imagery that is just phenomenal. This is in reference to star seeds here. Very, very beautiful imagery. Unbound. Whew. Let's just look at that for a second. Unbound. This is a very 2020 card. Not to get into a reading on y'all, but I'm gonna stop and talk about this card. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Let that shit go, y'all. Look at that. I found myself connecting to this deck very, very easily. Retreat, rest, be held. Very simple, but very powerful messages coming through with these cards. As usual, I'm always going to give Rebecca Campbell and Danielle Noel a 10 out of 10. Like, I'm going to recommend their cards forever. Look at that. Very diverse. You're going to get a little bit of everything in these cards. Look at that. Get grounded. Again, very 5D, Starseed, Empaths. This is the deck for that kind of energy. Works well with the Starseed Oracle, of course, the Star Child Tarot, the Moon Child Tarot. Anything that's 5D, very ethereal, works well with angel decks. I highly recommend. This is a good deck for Akashic Records, for past life, for upper chakras, intuition, third eye, heavily. The price on this particular deck, a little cheaper than the Starseed Oracle. We're looking at $18.99. Of course, if you go on Amazon, it's going to be a lot cheaper. But yeah, work your light. Highly recommend for those who are into the Angel Starseed 5D decks. Highly recommend, guys. If you like what you see, definitely hit that subscribe button. I will be back with more decks. I am not short of decks at all, guys. We're going to be rocking with this for quite some time. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time. Peace.